Hello and welcome to Dazzle Rebel Rides. This is possibly the last ride of the year on the Indian Scout. So this is the last ride of the Scout this year. Just giving it a quick blast out, getting rid of the old fuel before I top it up with some nice new premium fuel, put some fuel stabiliser in it. Give it a nice good, I mean it's clean anyway, it's always kept clean, but just getting your residual muck off it. Give it a nice polish. Hook the battery up on charge and cover it up, and there we go. That'll be it. It'll be hibernating until spring. Usually this time of the year my Kawasaki will get a lot more use because, you know, it's my winter hack. It's the bike that takes me through winter. But this year I've decided to treat it. I've gone through 6 winters on the Kawasaki now. I've got a car, so I don't need a bike to get to and from work anymore. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to lay the Kawasaki up as well. And from there basically it's going to have a bit of TLC. And then the ER6, I'll go into more detail when I bring that one in, but yeah, for now this is the last ride on the Scout for 2018. You see, in an ideal world I would ride it through the winter, but it's technically my wife's bike. In fact, it is my wife's bike. See, the trouble is we're very overzealous with salting the roads during the winter months here in the UK, and the only way you'll get away with riding a bike without it affecting all the chrome and the paintwork is if you hose it down with cold water after every ride, dry it off, and you know, give it a lot of TLC. And when daylight is at a premium, it's not something you want to be doing. So that's why historically I've had the Kawasaki. But like I say, I've got a project in mind for that this winter, so once the Kawasaki goes in, that could well be the last ride of the year. It'll be the first winter I've actually not ridden at all for the last 6-7 years. Which is already incredibly frosty. I mean, they did salt some of the roads last night, but you can't see any residue on the roads at the moment, so I think we've been all right on these roads. But the current ambient temperature is 1 degree centigrade. It was frosty this morning. See, I know some people have had problems with the Kenda tyres on the Scout, saying that they don't grip enough. They're not the most grippy of tyres, I do admit, but as long as you treat the bike with a modicum of respect and understand that it's not got sport touring tyres on that will cope with pretty much any weather conditions, you just ride around it. I mean, 10, 15 years ago, most tyres were like this. You know, you took a lot more care when it was icy, when it was wet. So, you know, really, when people moan about the tyres, it's because they've been spoilt with modern, or ultra modern rubber. And for most people, the Kenda tyres will be good enough for the sort of use that the Scout will get, because a lot of it will be in warm weather. The chances of them taking it out in the shitty winter months, I know people who do, but very very few riders that I know who have got Indian Scouts or bigger Indians will take it out in the winter, especially here in the UK, because we have so much salt get thrown down on the floor. So what are you doing? Are you going to be riding through winter? Have you got a nice bike that you keep for the nice days, and a ratter that you keep for as a winter hack? It's not been a very long video today, I must admit, but let me know in the comments. Like I say, I won't be really keeping a regular vlog through the winter because I've got other projects I'm going to be working on. So I'm going back to my roots as a musician, and I've got some exciting stuff going on there. But if you want to find more about that, then check out www.dazzlerebel.net, and I'll drop all the information on there. But remember, if you like to ride, be sure to subscribe, because there may be 1 or 2 odd videos be dropped between now and spring. I do have some residual footage that I might be making use of. I might also drop some list videos as well. And you never know, there might be a bike review that I do between now and then. I don't know. I might get out on a bike, you never know. You could check out any of the other videos that are popping around the screen just about now, related in some degree to this video.